Vasishta continued. Reflecting thus, King Janaka rose from his seat as the sun rises in the horizon and began to engage himself in the royal duties without any attachment to them. Having abandoned all concepts of the desirable and the undesirable, freed from all psychological conditioning and intention, he engaged himself in spontaneous and appropriate action, as if in deep sleep, though wide awake. The aspect of deep sleep here is that he was imperturbable. Nothing was going to shake him from his realization. He performed the day's tasks, including the adoration of the holy ones, and at the conclusion of the day he retired to his own seclusion to spend the night in deep meditation, which was easy and natural to him. I wonder if he'd given up the need for sleep at this point. It seems to be something that's attributed to great sages. They don't sleep, they spend the night in meditation. His mind had naturally turned away from all confusion and delusion, and had become firmly established in equanimity. And when he rose in the morning, King Janaka thus reflected in his own mind. O unsteady mind, this worldly life is not conducive to your true happiness. Hence, reach the state of equanimity. It is in such equanimity that you will experience peace, bliss, and the truth. And this equanimity isn't a state in itself, it's the nature of the mind or the attention residing in its own nature, or turning towards its own nature. Because when you do that, there's the whole of reality, the whole of what we suppose was reality takes on the nature of a dream. It's funny when we sometimes talk about a dream, we refer to it as this single entity which we've got a particular attitude towards. We don't think about all what our involvement in the dream, we don't think about how it might have been terrifying at one point or erotic or anything. We just describe it as a dream. When awareness is turned on itself, then this is how the world appears. It becomes like a dream. We just call it a dream, and we've got a uniform or equanimous response to it. Whenever you create perverse thinking in yourself out of your wantonness, it is then that this world delusion begins to expand and spread out. It is when you entertain desire for pleasure that this world delusion sprouts countless branches. It is thought that gives rise to this network of world appearance. It's thought in the form of the cognitive process. It's thought that engages itself with its own notions. Hence, abandon this whim and fancy and attain to equanimity. Weigh in the balance of your wisdom the sense pleasures on one side and the bliss of peace on the other. Whatever you determine to be the truth, seek that. Give up all hopes and expectations, and freed from the wish to seek or to abandon, roam about freely. So giving up all hopes and expectations is giving up all emotional investments, giving up all emotional investments in your beliefs, in your assumptions, in your notions about how things are. And when you're giving up your notions, there's a tendency, which the king went through, to think about abandoning everything. But you don't abandon anything. To abandon things is to assume the reality of things. You simply don't get caught up in your notions. Let this world appearance be real or unreal. Let it arise or set. But do not let its merits and demerits disturb your equanimity. For at no time do you have a real relationship with this world appearance. 'Tis only because of your ignorance that such a relationship has appeared in you. O mind, you are false, and this world appearance is also false. Hence there is a mysterious relationship between you, like the relationship between the barren woman and her son. So this is another twist on that barren woman's son thing, or another level of understanding. Our relationship with the world is like the relationship between a barren woman and her son. If you think that you are real and that the world is unreal, how can a valid relationship exist between the two? On the other hand, if both are real, where then is the justification for exaltation and sorrow? So even if you and the world are both real, why get involved in exaltation and sorrow? You can still aspire to equanimity. Hence, abandon sorrow and resort to deep contemplation. There is naught here in this world which can lead you to the state of fullness. Hence, resolutely take refuge in courage and endurance, and overcome your own waywardness. So this deep contemplation isn't about closing your eyes and disappearing into a ball of bliss. It's about resting in your awareness and keep coming back to that. Keep coming back to that. Overcoming your waywardness, which is a tendency to be continually distracted.